I had so much interest on the first batch, I figured I'd make this video. We'll see how it goes. This will be Frosted Flakes Moonshine. This will be the bucket that the mash will eventually sit in. This is just a paint straining bag. I'm not using it to brew, I'm just using it to strain after it's cooled down a little bit. I've got the mash bill right here, so today's the 30th. We've got 3.5 pounds of Frosted Flakes, 10 pounds of sugar is what we're eventually going to be putting into it, and I'll be testing specific gravity once that's done. And we'll come over here. I'm just starting to boil some water. I've just got 2 gallons of water in here right now. I'm going to bring it up to about 190 degrees. And here is the special ingredient, generic Frosted Flakes. About 3 pounds, 11 ounces. Then I'll flip to the back side. Very, very basic. Milled corn, sugar, a little bit of barley malt extract, wheat starch. No preservatives or anything, so I'll update you on the process. We are at about 190. The reason I do this is because I want to be able to add the corn and not worry about scorching the corn as I'm stirring or just letting it sit, and try to keep a temperature somewhere between 155 and 170 or something like that. So that's why I want to get it up this high, so that way when I add the corn, it can be able to sit here for a good 45 minutes to an hour before I try to put any more heat on it to try to maintain that temperature somewhere around 160, 165. Just put the corn in. We're gonna stir it for about 5 or 10 minutes straight and put the lid back on and let it do its thing, and come back and stir every 15 or 20 minutes just to make sure that we're starting to break down the starches in these corn flakes, and also that we're keeping the temperature where we'd like it. Like I said, somewhere between 160, 165. We've had this mash going for a little over an hour and pretty thick. We are sitting at 156 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead and add the amylase. And just for reference, this is what I'm using. So we'll go ahead and add about a teaspoon to it. Again, stirring every 20 minutes, let it sit for about an hour, and we should be ready to put it in the bucket and drop the temperature and add the yeast. Now we've let it set for an hour after adding the amylase, and it is much, much thinner. So I'm betting we've converted most of those starches to sugars by now, and so let's go ahead and get this strained and put in a bucket and add some water. Alright, so we have added another couple of gallons of water, and this is before we've added any sugar. I'm going to go ahead and test the specific gravity of just the Frosted Flakes. And we've got this right here, and it looks like we are sitting at 1.03 for the Frosted Flakes. So we're going to add enough sugar to bring this up to about 1.1 and pitch the yeast and wait for it to ferment.